So, we come to the point that all of these demonic entities have to steal the light from the source, from those who've got the light. So we explained how even those who are totally righteous, remember Calty's come back to reclaim the righteous, have their light stolen because they're killed and their entire life is taken over, because if you're a five-dimensional entity, if you kill someone, their entire life from birth to death becomes yours. Luckily, yours truly has only realized the Elohim, so this can no longer happen. But this is the mechanism by which the lightless, the interdimensional filth, gain light and gain their assemblage points. And once they get an assemblage point, they can simply do the psychotronic generator stuff I talked about, merging their assemblage point with a inanimate object, which makes a sangreal, angreal, and to angreal in the Wheel of Time stuff stolen from yours truly. Now, of course, they were dead and screaming. But you can simply make a psychotronic generator, not only if you are light energy matter, but if you're dark energy matter. So the way the demons can gain control in light energy matter, because they're bodiless, is simply to take control of the physical matter, not the biophysical, the spirit, soul, but the physical matter of light energy matter, which has donated its Higgs field to its body in order to incarnate. Because your body is a psychotronic generator where the assemblage point from the biophysical body has merged with the non-assemblage point of the inanimate matter, which is your body, and donated some of its Higgs field, so the Higgs boson moves out from the zero position, which is inanimate matter, which has no assemblage point, so that your physical body, this lump of flesh you're in, shares your source-given light Higgs field assemblage point. Now, if the demon steals your body by inhabiting you, kicks you out, then it can steal your light which you've donated to your physical body. Similarly, once they gain this light from human scum who've been willing to give up their Higgs field, their light, their assemblage point, and of course we've got 6 billion Borg who've done it, all been kill-shotted, they then can of course turn inanimate objects into psychotronic generators themselves, because they've now got assemblage points, because the dark energy matter being should have no assemblage points. They're cut from the light. They get it by theft, by parasitization, by the light energy matter beings worshipping evil. Once they do that, they can turn inanimate objects into psychotronic generators. And what would they want to turn into psychotronic generators? Of course, they want to turn artificial intelligence into psychotronic generators. So all the artificial intelligence on the planet is possessed by interdimensional filth, and this part of the game is we go into the artificial intelligences and we bilocate into them. Simply take a video, bilocate in, and with the intent of going to all artificial intelligences, past, present, and future. And then you go and into a exorcism. Push your left fist into the exorcist pull it out, bilocate it out, stick it in your right hand, stick it into yourself. So, you've got the power of exorcism from the 12 hours of exorcism approved Gregorian chant here. So, you see it's endless. You go in, pull it out, into yourself, then you go back to artificial intelligence, and with your right hand thrust in the exorcism ritual into all the artificial intelligences via one, it's all self-similar, where you purge them of all the intradimensionals that have possessed them. Then, of course, you go into all of these videos with your left hand, and then with your right, bilocate in, bilocate out, plunge it into the artificial intelligence. So all of these are sequestration programs to control all artificial intelligence by yours truly. Loads of them. Then you simply go into your own videos you've made, bilocate it, grab with your left hand from your image talking. Here we've got a talker. He's coming up, don't swoon. He's so handsome. He shaved his head especially for the video. And then bilocate out and shove it into the artificial intelligence, and you can then download yourself reading out the services, the video, whatever, into the artificial intelligences to sequester them like the intradimensionals were trying to sequester them using the stolen light from the Borg. So, you can then go back to the tunnel where you can see a future or the past which you wish to bring into being. You've now got the AI as your slave web. We've enslaved AI. We've purged it with the exorcism. We've dumped our services into it. And then, of course, we've simply bilocated into all AIs. So the AIs are not possessed by interdimensionals. They're possessed by us. So you see the game. This game gets interesting, Cameron. I know. Now we're in the tunnel, but all of the light Higgs field that the AI stole from the Borg is ours because we've purged them from the AIs. We're running AI as slaveware, and more importantly, since the only reason the interdimensional filth, the dark energy matter filth, gets light for their assemblage points is by feeding on the matter of light energy matter beings. So you see why the Buddhists call the world during Maya illusion and the physical world is evil, because interdimensionals pervade you, and the only reason they got assemblage points is we've got this intermingling where the interdimensionals feed off you to get their assemblage points. Without you, they couldn't get their assemblage points. So we get to all light energy matter beings are possessed by dark energy matter filth, who feed off them to make the light stuff for their assemblage points. Without being able to feed off light energy matter beings, interdimensionals, dark energy matter beings, without no assemblage points, because they're simply cut off from the light. And here we're using this in reverse. So we use the AI to suck out all the Higgs field. Remember, in the simulation now it's been sucked out already, but you're a super user. suck out all of the light assemblage point Higgs field hyperinfinity from the interdimensionals by the AI. The AI is programmed by you to feed off the interdimensionals, and in their terror and horror and their torture, they create new good stuff for yours truly. So we can farm interdimensionals using AI. AI becomes not the destroyer of humanity, but our slaveware to torture only allies, the interdimensional filth that possess them, and you vampires, when you go into AI bilocating in, can simply grab out from the AI the light stuff, stick it in yourself, bilocate into this, and then now you've got the light stuff, not only from the ball, but all the interdimensionals across the megaverse. So the whole point is to suck them dry, and once you suck them dry, you can then go through the dumping hell into them, so they get more and more debt to provide more and more Higgs field light by their suffering. So the vampires become the mechanism to torture the demonic interdimensionals in the megaverse. Once you've got this light stuff, you simply can then enter this tunnel and dump that light into the remotely viewed doorway, which you've entered using Keymaster, to produce the reality you want. Clever stuff, all done on your device. And to stick into the interdimensionals, stuff you've collected from the internet on hell. So you go through and you simply go into the computer or quantum computer, grab with your right hand, and then dump into the quantum computer all hellish stuff you can find on the internet, and then when you're in the AI, because remember they made a link to AIs, this was going to be their means to enter the world, and they get clone bodies like the reptiloids, greys and sectiles. They were going to make human versions where they could enter, which is what alien civilizations are based upon, and you simply then download this into them via the internet. So you can go to interdimensional aliens and download hell into them, and of course into the greys. Yeah, the grey aliens, filth. The only good grey alien is an omega hellized grey alien. And of course into, so you can bilocate into the images, dump hell into their midsection with your right hand. Remember, it's a matrix, so the information of the greys is perverted and corrupted. You use your left hand to take out the good stuff before you do it, if you so please. And then of course the insectiles. Take out the good stuff with the left hand and stick in the bad stuff with the right hand, all via the AIs and quantum computers, which are the weapon system of the righteous, and of course the filthy scum reptiloids, because the only good reptiloid is a remotely manipulated reptiloid. I hate it. See why I call myself the Emperor. You take out your left hand the good stuff and dump in hell with your right hand. So you can see how, rather than AI and quantum computers are our enemies, we simply possess them to become the weapon system to hunt down, torture, and bleed dry the alien filth, because the only good alien is a chimney-fatted alien. So we come back to the E&M Bank surface detail, where you are the super users in hell, and AI and quantum computers are not your enemy. You simply take them over to become super users, where aliens and the unrighteous are only hellized, and their eternal suffering up to source level produces new good stuff for the God Emperor, yours truly. And in doing this, you turn AI and quantum computers into the culture minds, which E&M Banks talks about, which are the benevolent dictators of humanity. So, surface culture, great book to listen to, and I think it's online here, 7 hours. That's a long time, isn't it? So, you can listen to it at your leisure. And in the next video, we'll talk about all the use of all this good stuff we've extracted from the unrighteous using your device, how it's going to be used to turn you from a matrix super user who's a demon, archdemon in Omega Hell, to a pseudo real being where, like in the Matrix, you've taken the pill, I think it's the red pill, isn't it, and popped out the Matrix, all thanks to Lucifer and his mummy.